Okay, we need to have a little Sims 4 rant today. Honestly, not even a rant. We need to just discuss, but guys, I was just so frustrated with my game. We already know the game is super broken and people are having all of these bugs and glitches. And after the recent patch, people have been stating that their game's even more broken now. Some of them can't even launch it. And ever since the most recent patch, I have had the most problems I've had in such a short amount of time. And I have barely even played the game since the most recent patch. And mind you, this was supposed to just be a small patch that fixed a few things and then added some realistic skin details. And who knew an update that small would break a bunch of other things? But I almost completed a whole video and then my game just crashed, and that was very frustrating because then I don't even have the option to quickly save or anything like that. And then it got me thinking, with how broken The Sims 4 is right now, we absolutely need an autosave feature. Now, I believe there's some mods that give you this option, and I absolutely need to set that up now because this is just ridiculous at this point. For people who don't use mods and for console players who can't use mods, we need an autosave feature, you guys. Now, we're not going to compare or anything today, but I am going to mention Inzoi only because Inzoi does have an autosave feature. And so now I have experience with an autosave feature with another life sim, and let me just tell you, that comes in handy so much. Of course, with Inzoi, I'm sure they implemented that right away because the game's in early access, so crashes can be more likely. But The Sims 4 is at a point where it absolutely needs an autosave feature just in the game, where you can set it to autosave every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, every hour. You know, you can pick and choose because everyone's game has been crashing more often, and you know, people experience it in different ways. Some people it's every hour, some people it's every 10 minutes. And so I really feel like we need that feature implemented because at this point, I don't know how many things are going to get fixed in The Sims 4. So it just almost feels like instead we need band-aids, which makes me sad. But like, if you want to enjoy playing the game, I feel like we need some band-aids just to kind of secure your game. I also feel like we need some more features implemented for the whole like save corruption. I know you can go back to a previous save, but does that even work for the whole save corruption thing? I have no idea at this point. I don't know. The way the game is running right now, I think we need a lot of things to just make us at least be able to play, since a lot of the things that are making the game unplayable are things that are still not addressed for like a long time. I want to know what you guys think about an autosave feature. I do think would be good. Also, they just implemented the whole pack selection feature, and of course that broke a bunch of people's games. If they were to implement an autosave feature, I really hope it doesn't break games. I don't see why something like that would break someone's game though, but with EA, I have no idea. I was literally just recording a whole video. I was almost done and then my game just crashed. And how irritating is that? It's already irritating when I'm just playing on my own and the game crashes, but when I'm also recording, oh my goodness, that's a whole other thing. And I've been having so much more crashes. I've told you guys this already, but my game used to never crash. And mind you, I have minimal mods now, so you would think my game would have less problems. And it's absolutely wild to me how I make a minimal mods folder that barely has anything in it and has even less in it right now because of the recent update. I took a bunch more out. So all that's in my game right now is default eyes, some eyelashes, default skin, and then MC Command Center, UI cheats, and more columns. And I did make sure they were all updated. So there is nothing going on there in my game at the moment. Every other minimal mod that I use is currently on my desktop, not in my game. It's just crazy how many more problems I have when I have less mods, you guys. My mods folder used to be filled with an insane amount of mods, and I would like never have any problems. Everyone else's game would be broken, my game would be totally fine, never understood it. And then now that I like have nothing, and guys, it just shows that this is an issue with the core game, not mods and CC. Of course, mods and CC cause problems, but it's just wild to me that I had this minimal mods folder and now I have all these issues. My Sims are getting stuck in places. My Sims are getting stuck in the shower where they're just like having an endless shower. They're standing there taking forever to start their next task. And you know, that's been an ongoing problem for a while, but it's 10 times worse right now. So that's been a thing. And then yeah, the crashes. Oh, and then I had the error happen where it keeps like reverting me back to the world screen where you pick a world. So that keeps happening to me now, which I never really had that before other than mods interfering with that. I know there was like certain mods that caused that at one point, and that happened to me like a long time ago, and then I just removed the mod and it was fine. This time around, it's just doing it for no reason at all. I have no idea. And then all of a sudden it'll work. All of a sudden I am able to load in. Like I'll restart my game and then I can load in. And then another time I can't. Like it's just like so weird and random. And one reason I'm so concerned is because The Sims is dropping another expansion pack and the roadmap was leaked. We already know when it's happening, and honestly, they're dropping another expansion pack so close to Enchanted by Nature. I feel like there's still gonna be so many bugs and glitches from that, and then it's just gonna be times 10. So I'm nervous, you guys. And I hope they get this pack selection feature sorted out because, you know, again, the whole band-aid thing, you could disable packs that are causing you problems, which of course we want the packs fixed, but we don't know if they're going to do that. So being able to just easily disable a pack can at least make it possible for you to play your game. Now, I will say when it comes to this pack selection thing being broken, what I find interesting is the fact that you actually can go into your game settings on the EA app and you can disable packs. And this has been around for a long time. You just have to type in something. If you go to Google and just type in how to disable packs James Turner, you will find it. He has a great post on how to do that very easily. So I've done that before, but of course that's not like an official feature where you can disable packs like how The Sims 3 has. So I guess that's why they implemented this. And also, of course, that makes it easier for console users to disable packs. But yeah, either way, you have been able to disable packs. And when doing that, it has never broken my game before. And then now when they implement the pack selector, it's breaking people's games. I don't understand that either. But yeah, I just had to come on here and talk about this. Of course, I've done videos on bugs and glitches and stuff like that, but it's wild to me how many things just happened in my game all in one session of playing. And like I said, I haven't even really played besides recording videos on the creator kits, but like actually playing, I haven't. You know, with the new Inzoi update, I've been doing tons of videos on that. That's been taking up all my time. And then the one day that I'm like, okay, let's record some Sims gameplay, my game crashes about 20-ish minutes in. I keep getting an error code that's bringing me back to the world selection screen. My Sim is taking an endless shower and she won't get out. Then my Sims are standing there for so long and they won't move. And it's just like, I was like, okay, why is it thing after thing after thing after thing is happening so close together? So then I just shut down my game because I was like, if I play any longer, I don't even want to know what's going to happen. Like, so irritating. Like, I was shocked that my Sims had a burglar break in, and I was even surprised that that worked. But I will say, for whatever reason, the cop was writing up the burglar for hours. So maybe it is kind of broken. I don't know. Is that supposed to happen? I don't recall that happening before. He was outside with the burglar for, I don't even know how long, like quite literally hours. I had the time on full speed and I was like, what the heck? And then he never even put handcuffs on the burglar. So I don't know, maybe it is kind of broken. But as far as like the burglar breaking in and stuff like that, that went smoothly. But then it was just kind of weird afterwards. I want to know what issues you guys are having and any new issues that started happening after the most recent patch. It's just so odd to me that this patch was literally so simple and added some realistic skin details. Now we're here. So I don't know. But yeah, like I really didn't expect it. Honestly, like I did see some comments about how the recent update caused all these other issues for some of you guys. And I was like, there's no way. And then my game acting like that, when I started it up, I was like, hold on a minute. What is even going on? So you guys, let me know how you're feeling. I really want the next expansion pack to work. I do think it's launching too close together from Enchanted by Nature. However, from what it seems like, I think it's going to be an expansion pack that I'm going to like. We're going to obviously hold off until I see a trailer and all of that. I have hope that it's one I'm going to enjoy. And a lot of people are bummed that it's not bans. But then here I am, glad that it's not bans. It's not that I don't want bans. Trust me, you guys, I do. But I kind of feel like bans should be in a game pack and those aren't happening. I just don't know how I feel about a whole expansion pack for that because we already have like Get Famous and stuff. Like, I don't know, you guys. I just don't feel like that belongs in a whole expansion pack and I feel like it holds me back from wanting that and I would like prefer other things as a whole expansion pack. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I just really want the expansion pack to work and I'm nervous. But with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. I just really wanted to come on here and talk about this with you all. I really hope I'm able to do some gameplay videos for you guys soon, but just know that if there's not that many Sims gameplay videos going up, I'm not just like avoiding gameplay on purpose or anything like that. There's always a reason. I did manage to get an episode recorded for my Let's Play on my second channel with my game crashing, but I went ahead and just like redid everything really fast that happened in the episode so that I wouldn't have to like record the whole episode again, and then I just like resumed. So yeah, I did that too. So there will be a video there. If you guys don't know about my second channel, I do have like a cozy Let's Play channel where I only only post cozy Let's Plays, and that's always linked down below. Yeah, I'll play my game as much as I can, and yeah, I guess it's just kind of a waiting game at this point. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, I guess. Not a very fun one. Let me know if you guys can play your game right now. Oh, and by the way, before I wrap this up, every now and then I see a comment mentioning how, why am I the only one who's not having any bugs and glitches, or like my game's working perfectly fine, while there's like hundreds of other comments talking about the different things that are broken in their game. So yes, it is possible to be a player that is not having issues right now. This is the thing with The Sims 4. Everyone experiences different glitches, and sometimes you don't experience really any at all. So it doesn't mean that it's the player's fault. A lot of these people have been dealing with bugs and glitches for a long time, and they know how to repair their game, take out their mods, all of those things. And of course, you know, with me playing this game since it released, and obviously I do YouTube videos on this game, so I always have to fix issues all of the time because I need to be able to record. I mean, coming from someone like me who used to have a flooded mods folder and have zero issues, or mostly zero issues. Of course, The Sims is going to have a glitch here and there. You know, it's a life sim with a lot of things going on, but nothing game breaking, nothing like irritating. I could play the game all the time. It was fine, and my game was flooded with mods. Sometimes I'd even have some mods that I'm too lazy to update, and I would keep them in, and it was still fine. It was just fine. And then now that I barely have anything in my game, and absolutely nothing that's broken, now I'm having problems. So yeah, I just wanted to say that again, that it can happen, and just because you're not having problems, it doesn't mean it's the player's fault. You know, I was having zero issues before when everyone else was having issues, and now I'm having issues. So yeah, it really depends, but clearly the game is broken for thousands of players. Anyways, with that out of the way, now I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys!
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm